Hi, this is Dale Brown, and I'm the pastor at Community Church at Ocean Pines. We're a United Methodist congregation, and we invite you to worship with us at 8, 9:15, and 10:30. Over the past several weeks, we've been doing Bible study from the New Testament book of James. Now, my Bible study group on Tuesdays tends to wander a bit. We talk about James quite a bit, but then they want to ask questions that have troubled them or that they've been pondering for years. One of those questions is, how important is the Old Testament? If we have the New Testament and Jesus is in the New Testament, and the Old Testament is there, and God seems very different, why do we need the Old Testament? And I try to give good reasons. I try to explain and try to help them understand, but I don't always succeed. But I love the Old Testament. And so let me tell you a story today that will be very familiar from the Old Testament. Daniel was a Jewish man at the time when the Persians invaded Israel. And he, along with many, many others and all of the leaders, were taken into exile, far, far away from home. But Daniel was a man of character and integrity, and he purposed that he would keep kosher, he would keep the laws relating to food and behavior and practice of faith that he had learned from his youth on up, even in a foreign land. And so Daniel did. And Daniel rose, and God empowered, and God blessed him, and many people were jealous of Daniel. In fact, they turned him in so that he would get in trouble with his boss, the king. Daniel still would not yield. He kept to his commitments of faith and of life. His character and integrity ran high. He was a person we would call a good man, a man to be respected. And so, because the king had decreed that anyone who didn't worship him would be punished, Daniel was thrown into the lion's den. And the king was very sad to do this, because the king knew Daniel and trusted Daniel as a faithful servant. Now, I don't know about you, I think lions are beautiful when I see them on TV. I don't really want to see one or more of them in person. And Daniel was thrown into a whole den of lions. It seemed as if Daniel's life was over. But the king checked on Daniel. And in checking on Daniel, Daniel stated that his God, the true Lord, had shut the mouths of the lions, and that he, Daniel, was safe and sound. You know, it's easy when life is hard to ask, what's the use? Why keep doing these right things? They didn't keep us safe anyway. God never promises that we will have a life without struggle or hardship or problems. But what God does promise is that he will be with us through all of it. So God was with Daniel and rescued Daniel and saved him in the lion's den. And after this, Daniel's rise to power and position and strength in ancient Israel and in the foreign nation that had conquered them was even faster and greater. In the hard times of life, keep those faithful practices. Keep your integrity. Stick with your faith. God at just the right time, not in our time, but in God's time, will save us, protect us, rescue us, but God will always be with us. Have a blessed day.